So let me get this straight. This guy can play in the NFL before this guy. The guy who can actually throw. The guy who actually led a team to a Super Bowl. And I understand he lost, but it wasn't due to his play. It was due to his defense. And Michael Crabtree dropped an easy touchdown. But remember, this guy who actually can throw the football has actually led a team to a Super Bowl, who in today's NFL would probably be even more successful than he was earlier in his career. And the last time he played with a terrible football team. And I love how people like to bring up his record like he was the reason that they were losing. Remember, there are 3 phases to football. It's offense, defense, and special teams. He had nothing to do with how dreadful the defense was, or obviously the special teams. And he had the worst receiving core in pro football. But he still managed to have a 4-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. But he's not in the NFL. And Tim Tebow, who couldn't play any sport, football or baseball, a career minor leaguer, gets a chance. Now, I understand that he won't be playing quarterback and he'd be playing tight end, and that's even worse. That's an even bigger indictment because Tim Tebow, he's supposed to be a tight end at 6'3", 225 pounds when the prototypical tight end is about 6'5" and 250 pounds. But okay. At this stage of the game, we already know what it is. And listen, I understand with Jacksonville, they have their quarterback in place. And we know that Kaepernick wouldn't play a down there. And I understand that Urban Meyer has a very close relationship with Tim Tebow. And all this is basically nepotism. But you cannot say that Colin Kaepernick should not be able to be a quarterback for at least 20 teams in the NFL. And listen, we already know that he'll never play another down in the NFL ever again because he's been whitelisted. We already know that. So I'm not even going to start to bang the drum, oh, Kaepernick should be in the NFL, he should be playing. We already know this. And we already know that he'll never play a game. And he'll be given lip service maybe for a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of days, a couple of months. But the outcome is going to be the same. But you know what? We as fans do have a choice. And as much as I love the NFL, love watching the NFL, listen, we have to put our money where our mouth is. And listen, I've done a poor job in a lot of ways also. But this is ridiculous. And listen, I don't want to hear about, well, Colin Kaepernick's image is not good for the league. Colin Kaepernick does not have as much as a parking ticket. And tell me, has he been proven right as far as police brutality? Well, listen, he was always right about it, but you had a so-called I refuse to call that guy a president. He was a clown. We had a clown president that tried to turn it into the flag versus Colin Kaepernick, when we all know it had absolutely nothing to do with the flag. But we're going to see how this gets spinned. And we already know. But are we going to continue to settle for this garbage? We have to take a united stand and maintain that stand. Or else we might as well just keep our mouth shut. But Colin Kaepernick definitely deserves better than what he's getting from the NFL. And we know damn sure that Tim Tebow should not have an NFL job before Colin Kaepernick. Uncle Claude signing out, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, share, and subscribe. Take care and stay safe. And, well, you know what? At this point, we already know what it is. If Tim Tebow makes this roster, we know that it's an absolute joke.